Real quick before we actually start the entire video, we're going to do the old 2x8 through the jug, and then we'll shoot that steel plate down there. I'll zoom y'all in. Shooting the 45 Colt here. I can tell by the water running out of there, it hit that jug pretty hard. And it hit that plate pretty hard too. Here's where it went in the board, come out the board, entered my jug right there, and just blowed the back out of it. That was pretty good. When we shot the hollow points with the 40 and 9, they closed up on the board. It filled that hollow point up, and they just poked hole right through. The old 45 Colt did the trick. And let me see if I can zoom in down there. It is plenty accurate. I think I'm really going to like this Brawler, but we'll shoot it some more and talk about it. Welcome back. Today we are taking a quick gander at the Rossi Brawler. It is a 45 Colt 410 single shot. Now this one, it doesn't have any chokes or anything that screw in there to straighten up your 410. You just load it up and you're done. Now, it spits brass pretty far. That's, you know, I mean, it pops right out of there good. The 410 shells popped out good. But let's go shoot it, and then we'll come back and we'll talk about it a little bit. There's not a whole lot. This is very simple. But we'll talk about the uses of it and why someone would want one of these. And things like this, I'm a big fan of. Don't ask me why, I don't know. I've got a lot of cool stuff. But I'll walk past a lot of things to look at a gun like this, or Raven MP25 or something like that. Just these budget guns, I like them. But let's go shoot it, then we'll come back and we'll talk about it. Today we're going to take a look at the Rossi Brawler. It is a 45 Colt 410 single shot. It's got a crossbolt safety. It's got one of the best grips on any cheap gun. This is an incredible grip. I really do like it. It's got some pretty good checkering here. It's got a scope rail on the top. The sight, rear sight, is built into that scope rail. And it's got a regular front sight there. We're going to shoot a couple 410s into this. Actually, let's shoot 45 Colt first. I just want to see how well regulated those sights are. We're going to back up about 7-8 yards and give that a go. All right, we're back here about 7 yards. The sights are regulated perfectly. We'll walk up here. Right there. That's pretty much where I was aiming. We'll give it another go. Alright, we're going to see if we can at least come close to matching that. Yeah. Yeah, the sights are regulated really well for that 45 Colt. A lot of people call it long Colt, but it's just 45 Colt. I'm shooting a 250 grain lead bullet. Probably, I'm guessing around 750 to 800 feet per second. But we're going to run a couple 410s through this now. Again, this is the whole video shot with my Ice Fox action camera. It's a very, very generic GoPro style action camera from Amazon. Alright, now there is a bullet hole down there by the 8 on that silhouette, but we're going to aim for that. I've moved up here a little bit. I'm only about 5 yards from it. Oh, 410 recoils quite a bit. from that close, we still got a pattern that big around. I would say from, 15 feet, that would still be a heck of a snake gun or something like that. If you're 15 feet away from a snake, though, you probably don't really need to shoot it. It's a little bit stiff. This is first time shooting it. I imagine that will work itself out. Like I said, it's got a crossbolt safety. It does have a transfer bar here, so the safety is kind of a secondary thought, I think. But if you're very, very safety conscious, that's a good little thing to have on here. We'll shoot that 45 Colt one more time. Okay, we backed up here to where we originally was. The hammer can't be cocked when the safety's on either. I'm plenty happy with the accuracy of that 45 Colt. Anyway, let's go in. We'll talk about this, and I'll give you some measurements on it, how big it is. It also comes with a little chest rig. It's pretty chimpsy, but it is something. Then they throw it in there for free. Pretty good deal. I do like this, though. It's very interesting. I know it's only one round, but heck, the world over was explored by people with only one round. Let's go take a look at this. Just to actually see how it would do. There's a yellow leaf down there. Let's see. I'm about 3 yards from it. Oh, that's a mess. Yeah. Out that far, definitely at 410 is more than capable of solving some kind of rodent problem. Now that we got mosquito bit all the thunder, we'll go over what comes with it. It comes in this cardboard box. It's got your typical manual in there and your lock and everything like that. But then it comes in another bigger box because they give you this little chest rig. It is not great, but it's free, and they took the time to put that in there and just wear it across your chest like that if you're hiking or something like that. And that brings us back to uses. It shot pretty good, held a pretty decent pattern out to probably 5 yards with the 410. The 45 Colt is regulated good enough. If a fella wanted to try his hand at alternative hunting and you wasn't going to shoot much past 25, 35 yards from a tree stand or something, or ground blind, I think this would be ideal. A lot of folks will say a single shot is a really, con to it. I don't think so. People used to travel across the world with firearms that shot one round and took a whole lot longer to reload than something like this. I think we've just gotten so used to, if we go down to buy a pack of gum, we have to have our 20 rounds in the gun, 2 extra mags, a tourniquet, a med kit. Sometimes I think we just overdo it a little bit. But a gun like this for around the house, if you have venomous snakes, riding a tractor, anything like that, this is a viable tool. Notice I didn't say weapon, but it is a tool. There's not a whole lot of social problems that you would run across that a 250 grain 45 Colt wouldn't settle pretty doggone quick. But now this is not what this kind of gun is intended for. Sporting, yes. Fun, yes. Rodent control, absolutely. But this is the Rossi Brawler, and I'm real tickled with it. Like I said, the sights are regulated for the 45 Colt really well. I hit the steel gong out there at 25 yards with it. I don't know if I got that on video or not. The video outside, I was wearing this thing on my head. It's my little Ice Fox action camera. I don't know where it's at. But like I said, I wouldn't go out in public with that on because it looks pretty goofy. but I think it does a pretty good job. This part right here is shot with my cell phone, but one day I'll get a good camera and everything like that. Anyhow, if you have thought or kicked around the idea of owning one of these, I would say absolutely. If you have a purpose for it. Actually, you don't need a purpose. Some things are just supposed to be fun. This right here is very fun. It's got the same kind of grip that I think Taurus and them put on their great big hunting handguns. It is really soft. It absorbs all that recoil, and it's really safe. It has a transfer bar in there so the hammer can't make contact with the firing pin. Plus, it's got that safety that just locks everything down. Yeah, 2 thumbs up. I'm really digging it. Anyway, thanks for watching. And, the winner of the Bushcraft 101, never heard back from him. So if somebody wants a cool book, I might pick one of the comments from this video and do another drawing. So anyhow, hey, I appreciate you guys watching. If you have one of these and you didn't like it, or if you had problems, please put it in the comments. And so this is just a sample of one. More samples, better examples. People can learn a lot more from the comments than they can from just me shooting one sample of this. Anyway, thanks for watching.